To needle felt a nice flat heart shape like this one, we like to use a cookie cutter. And truth be told, needle felting with a cookie cutter in a heart shape is one of our oldest tutorial videos. I think Jordan even has a little clip for us here that we can check out. It's a great method. We're going to share with you just a couple of tips today on using the cookie cutter, things to keep in mind for best results and safety. And then we're going to show you a few different ways that you can use the cookie cutter in more designs than just making a little freestanding heart on a garland like this one. There's lots of cookie cutter shapes you can use. I just love hearts in general. So these are two different cookie cutter hearts that we've used on this show. Just a few tips. I like now to use my wow mat because we're needle felting in 2D flat. I love the wow mat because it grabs onto less wool, will give you a little more resistance. So if you use this, stick with your fine felting needles. That's the first tip. You already know that you want to fill the shape with whatever color or fiber you're going to be using. So the quick tips are: 1, keep your shape firmly on your felting surface. Hold it in shape and don't let it shift around. And secondly, keep your felting needle below the rim as you lift it up and down for poking. If you keep your needle below the rim, you're less likely to hit the rim. If you hit the rim, you might bend, bow, or even break your felting needle. So this is a great tool to use with children, is the cookie cutters, because it keeps their fingers safe. Just make sure to give them that guidance and then trim around the outside of the shape as best you can. When you're needle felting 2D on the wow mat, you might notice that it's kind of thin. And if you feel that you're hitting the table, then consider using 2 mats. Something else I like to do at home is use a work mat. And I use these for my laptop and whatever I'm working on to protect my table. So a little padded work mat may also just give you the distance you need to protect your table. You also want to make sure that your fiber is an even depth within your shape. So use your fingers and just feel if there's any bare spots, just add more fiber and then needle felt it all so it's nice and smooth and flush. I will use my cluster of felting needles for this as well because it's a great compaction tool. Keep your cookie cutter in place until your heart is completely felted. So the edges feel just as thick as the middle, if that's your goal, and it feels nice and firm. After that, we'll remove our cookie cutter and peel our heart off the foam. And then you'll just go around both sides and the edges to smooth everything out with a fine felting needle.